Hi everyone. In this video, I'll be telling you how to go about your ready to wear business. Okay. If you're interested in opening a ready to wear business, that is what this video is all about. If it is your interest, keep watching the video. All right. And in this video, I will probably share my experiences. Okay. Because I started ready to wear business 2018. That was when I started. Okay. And it has been a long journey. I'm so grateful for God. To God I started. All right. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you so many of things that went down, how you should go about it, and all the rest. So first and first, okay, after my before my graduation back in school, I went into fashion. All right. Now that fashion, I did not just go into fashion. I went to learn because I have interest. When I see clothes that are beautiful or the rest of them, I love it. So I went into fashion. First, I went to a fashion school. I worked for somebody I know. Then finally, I started my 2017. Okay. Now, if you ask me, first thing to do if you want to start ready to wear business, I think what you do first is know the kind of ready to wear you want to make. Yeah, when I mean so, there are ready to wear in Ankara. There are ready to wear business in children's wear. People make joggers and sell. People make shirts and sell. People sew jumpsuits. Are you classifying? How do I say it? Classify where you are coming from, the kind of what you want to be doing. There are some that only sell Ankara ready to wear. Some sell crepes, all these crepe chiffon ready to wear. So classify yourself first. Because if you classify yourself, you'll be able to know where you start from. Okay. Like me, what I had in mind when I was starting fashion, I wanted a company that produces ready to wear. You know, I wanted a company that produces clothes people wear every day. Clothes like gown, shirts, skirt, trouser, jumpsuits. These are the that was what I had in mind, not Ankara ready to wear. Okay, no, that was not what I had in mind. So these are the areas I have in mind. All right. Now, when you know where your channel is, where your interest is, okay. Now, there's equally ready to wear brand that are exclusive. Exclusive where you buy their ready to wear 800,000 naira, 1 million, and the rest of them. You see so many of them, all the amazing designers, top designers, they all have such. Okay. So you need to classify yourself. You need to know where your interest is. My interest is on clothes people wear at home, people wear to clubs, people wear to events. These are my interests. All right. So, first thing first, when you get where your interest is, then it becomes easy. All right. Now, another thing you should consider is, for a start, what machines do I need? Where do I source my fabric? How do I sell? Now, let's start with the machines. All right. Now, I believe even before the fabric, you need a machine. All right. Now, if I'm handling Ankara ready to wear, all right, business, I will know I need just a straight machine and maybe weaving machine, and I'm good to go. All right. For a starter, you can have a straight machine and go out to weave. All right. Now, but if the kind of interest I have is where I'll be making things like joggers, where I'll be making things like leggings, where I'll be making things like jumpsuit and all the rest of them. Okay, and I want it to have um that standard, the way China finishes their dress, the way I will use China because majority of the clothes you see in UK, in US, Canada are from China. All right, so the way China finishes their dress, which is my interest from the initial when I started this business, I I will have to put some machines in consideration. Okay. Now, luckily for me, when I wanted to start my business, I had somebody in Aba, all right, that is into this already made business already. Okay. So I went there, I saw the machines they were using. I said to myself, if I'm to do this type of business, I need to get these machines. And there are three basic machines: the straight sewing, the weaving, the four thread weaving. Now, the four thread weaving is a machine, it's not just a weaving machine. It joins your clothes without you don't need, if you have a four thread and you don't need to sew it straight. Four thread machine weaves and sews the same time. I needed that machine. And there's what we call taping machine, what folds the down of your gown. I needed that machine. All right. So I saw the machines. I said, well, if I'm to feature into this, the first thing I need to do is to go and get the machine. And luckily for me, the machines were cheap then. Yeah, because the four thread, I bought it about I think 108, 108, the 108,000 naira. Yeah. And the biggest machine I got then was two something. I be 170. Okay, it was cheap then. It was, on the moderate side then. So I saved up money. I went to buy the machines. All right. Now, when I got the machines, is a step in the right direction. The next thing you need to do is the fabric. How do I source the fabric? How do I source the fabric? Now, while you are getting your machines ready, another thing I'll tell you is start thinking of where will I be selling my clothes? All right. Where will I be selling my clothes? Where are my target audience? So you start sourcing your fabric. Okay. You go to the market where they sell them, source your fabric. Depending on the one you're going for, if you're going for Ankara, so now when it comes to Ankara, some use already original Ankara, some don't use. Determine the one you want to use. All right. So you source your fabric. The same, luckily for me, I had somebody that took me around Aba. Now, the difference between Aba and China's clothes is finishing. Aba they sew. Aba makes clothes that you'll be wondering, is this where they made this clothes? The majority of the differences is just the finishing. They don't cool down to give their clothes a neat finish. That is the only difference, nothing else. So I was lucky enough to get somebody that took me around Upper Market. Okay, I sourced some fabrics, started designing, creating designs, designing. Now another thing is, if you do not know how to illustrate, you need to learn. It mustn't be to perfection or to for customers. No, you can illustrate just to you know when you have idea about a style, you can easily sketch it out. All right. Now learn how to illustration. Learn it. It is very, very important. All right. So another thing is getting your fabric. Yes. Now I was able to get go round. I sourced some fabrics. Okay, so you go source for your fabric, find a great size, then you start making dresses. Now, while you were purchasing your machine, planning for your fabric, illustration, taking of styles, or maybe you're working with the trends, trendy styles that are trending, you recreate it and so it's still okay. Okay. Now, anyone you're working with, have that in mind that you need your target audience. What medium do you sell? Where do you this clothes I'm making? Where will I start selling it? Are they my friends, my neighbors? Where you need to have that in mind. Now, for me, when I started making clothes to sell, what I actually did was I got some people, I got some people that took my clothes to the market. They took it to the central market and they sold some. Right. Now, these are the things you need to put in place. You need to think or you need to do because things already made with. You can start from the comfort of your home. All right. But have it in mind, you need your target. Oh, sorry, let's start with the lead. First, you need to have your know the people you are making clothes for, the kind of ready to wear you're making. Secondly, you need machines. Thirdly, the target audience, your market, where will it be sold? You need to source your fabrics. Then you need to start sewing. At the same time, you need to learn how to sketch. All right. So these are basically what you need, all right, to start ready to wear business. Okay, if you start it this way, it becomes easy. All right. Now, this is part one. Part two is coming of the mistakes you should avoid. Mistakes you should avoid. If you have not followed the channel, follow because I'm dropping videos of the mistakes I made, the mistakes to avoid it. All right. It is very important. Mistakes people make in ready to wear business that is making them out to sell. All right. So see you guys on my next video, right?